right, good morning everyone. It is 8:39 in the morning of October the 27th, 2021. And this is my morning trading strategy session. So the first thing that we have up here is ENPH. ENPH put in really a rather significant earnings surprise. It was estimated to come in at an earnings per share of 49 cents. And it came in at 60 cents, which is a 21% upside. It's a tech company, and revenue was estimated to come in at 345, and it came in at 351, and that was an upside surprise of 1.86%. I don't know a lot about this stock. I don't know a lot about the company, and I don't know anything about its forward guidance. I don't know if it's guiding forward much higher, if it's saying, hey, you know, we're growing now kind of thing. So I'm just going to trade the chart. What I have on this right now, here's a recent, so here's today's action would start after this red candle right here. And so right now, pre-market, it's up at $205.49. And that's above this recent high here that it put in August of $201.50. Took a pretty significant dip there. Now, I also, let me see, so I put a fib on this one way back here, and I don't remember doing this, but I did. And so this Fibonacci seems to be a pretty good Fibonacci, though, this kind of long-term Fibonacci. I put it back here. I mean, I must have put it on in January of 2021, earlier this year, to this dip down here. And you can see here, this level on the 12th of May, the stock ran up to a high of, 222 and some change, and it pulled all the way back, ouch, to 109, almost a 50% retrace, from this run up. Almost a 50% retrace from its all-time high. And then it came right back down to this spot from the 10th of November, tested it, and has moved away, significantly since. So it looks to me like right now, a 193, the 75% level that I like to use, 193.41, is a significant area of what it was resistance. Now that it's above it, it'll be support. Of course, this recent high here at 201.50 might be a spot for support. I'm going to keep an eye on this one today, and I'm going to look for an opportunity to trade it either on a bounce at one of these key levels, or if it opens up, dips down, and then pushes back through its opening price for a quick scalp. In addition, I put another Fibonacci on this one just for this morning's gap. And so for this morning, I'm going to move it. It's the price that I'm using for the gap will probably be different by the time it opens. So obviously, I'll move this Fibonacci, and then I'll look for a dip down past the 75 and a push back through again for a scalp, or I'll look for a dip down between the 61.8 and the 50. To average into position there for the next move up. A lot of these really volatile stocks lately, though, have come all the way down after a big gap up like this, have come all the way down to close the gap in one day. Big move. Crocs, for example, did that very recently. So I am anticipating taking very quick trades at these levels. And I'm anticipating it coming and closing the gap. I think it would be really unusual for it to come down and all the way down and close the gap like that. But I've seen it, a few times in recent history. So usually I'd expect it to take a few days, a week or 2 weeks or something, to come back and close the gap and then move forward. But it's been doing it in one day lately. So if I take a trade on this, it's going to be really fast, and the risk is going to be really low. Like, I'll probably trade maybe, 20 to 40 shares of this. Okay, MQ, next up. Let's take a look at this one. We'll take a look at it on the daily first. Let me kind of clean it up a bit here. Okay, I remember. All right. So right now, if MQ opened up right now, it would open up into new all-time high prices. All right. And so another one, this one I've never traded before, don't know really what to expect out of it. You can see here, though, is this period of consolidation right here. Pretty nice, and then it's making a breakout move. And the news on this is, oh yeah, okay. So Marqeta and Bill.com partner to power new commercial card programs for financial institution customers. Okay, and that was on, that's today at 8:11 in the morning. The financials are hot right now because interest rates are ramping up. As when interest rates go up, in financials, banks, and those types tend to catch a bid. So this is probably going to be more like, even though it has shares outstanding over 500 million, this is probably going to be a bit more like a momentum trade than it would be like a gap trade. So I'll probably use momentum rules to trade this. I'll have to see, though. Right now, let's see, pre-market MQ has traded. MQ is traded 126,000 shares. So actually, volume is kind of light on this one this morning. I'd expect to pull back on this one. It could, when we get closer to the opening bell, that could change. There could be buyers that just come in and start bidding this thing up pre-bell. We'll just have to see. So 31.29 is a level that I have that I put on with Fibonacci here. At the time, let's see, I put this Fibonacci on. The price was at 33.46. It's popped up a bit. So yeah, I might have to change that price target level, that 31.29. It's gonna have to adjust. I already put an alarm on it too. Okay. CMA is just one I'm keeping an eye on. It looks like it's coming to back test the support and resistance line right here. We'll see if it comes back, touches this, and then moves away again. It'll be really bullish. Silver, I'm keeping an eye on, looking to buy the dips on silver. It looks like we've got a little dip situation happening here. Here's a gap from between the 6th of August and the 9th of August. And you can see here the top of the gap right here is trying to act as support right there at $22.16. We'll see if we can get it to pull away and close back up above. Really, ultimately, it would be best to see silver close above $22.69 and then continue. But for right now, it will be bullish enough for it to close above $22.52. You can see here the 10 years pulling back a bit. I think this is just a short-term move here, and a long-term. Rates are going up, this is just a pullback here in the rates. So okay. KVL here had pretty good news this morning. This is a small cap momentum play. And I don't really like playing small cap momentum anymore because it's gotten so crowded, and there's just so much noise in the signals. There's the old signals that I used to use in order to trade small cap momentum just don't apply anymore. So if this thing is showing an incredible amount of strength and the level 2 is just going absolutely bananas, then I will look for an entry possibly. So let's see. KAVL brand to enter UK market as launching pad for international rollout. Distributor Biddy Vapor Smoking Products said Tuesday it plans to launch distribution of the products in the UK. The move follows the decision by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to deny marketing authorization for flavored electronic nicotine delivery systems, which applies to BIDI stick, Biddy stick product. Okay, so it's catching a bid pre-market. I don't really like that news that the FDA has denied its distribution in the United States. but it gets to roll out in the UK. That's enough for it to catch a bid. I imagine that this is probably going to be much like most small cap momentum plays, where somewhere in the middle of the day today, it just starts selling off and it never recovers after it gets its initial bid up and goes bananas. All right, everybody. For right now, that is going to be my trading strategy session. Actually, one last thing. We've got here we've got the VIX. And I've got a resistance level here at roughly 1595 or so. And if the VIX opened up, if the market opened up right now, the VIX would open up below that. I think the VIX is going to come under some pressure, and that we are still in a bearish chart. Bitcoin's pulling back here after breaking up and making a new high. Couldn't hold on to it though, so it's got to take a rest, come back, and make another run at it. The bulls are not done with Bitcoin yet, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, everybody, good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.